What's up, y'all? You are watching Brooklyn Shuffleboard, and we are out here in beautiful Yokohama, Japan, for an exhibition match between Missy Keiko from Brooklyn and Atsue from Yokohama. Missy being the #1 female shuffleboard player in the world right now, according to last year's International Shuffleboard Association rankings, and Atsue is the #1 ranked female shuffleboard player in Japan. So this is going to be a really, really exciting match. We're playing a 16-frame game where we switch colors halfway. We're playing according to International Shuffleboard Association rules. Right now, I think they're about to begin their warm-up shots. One thing that will be interesting throughout this match is the language barrier, where our host, the president of the Japan National Shuffleboard Association, speaks excellent English, has been so nice to coordinate with us this entire time to make this day happen. But he explained that a lot of the players here don't speak a lot of English, so I think it should be kind of an interesting dynamic to deal with, perhaps. But yeah, I think we're going to have a really good one. This is going to be great. Let's see if they're getting started or if these are warm-up shots. Yeah, we're still doing warm-up shots here. Cool. So this club is amazing. There are 12 courts here. It's in the middle of Forest Tsuzuki neighborhood of Yokohama. There's this beautiful park which has a forest, and they have these 12 courts here. I'm told the average age of membership is about 73 years old, so definitely a lot of older players. But they are really passionate about shuffleboard, and they have rolled out the red carpet for us. It has been a blast. There is a sign welcoming us on the gate of the shuffleboard courts. We were told that in the afternoon, after we play these exhibition matches, everyone wants to play with us. So we're going to be doing 16-frame games where people rotate every 4 frames playing against us, just so we could kind of do some round robin style and get a lot of matches in. And yeah, it's been a real special day so far, and we are just getting started. I'll have a matchup after this one against one of the top male players as well, where Missy will be doing the commentary on. So talking about these courts a little bit, these are a little bit of, they're kind of like St. Pete style courts, I think. They are beaded, but they're not crazy fast because they are outdoors. So I think that the home court advantage that they have is definitely real. I fully expect them to have an advantage from that, but not so as much as other places we play, like Clearwater, where they're indoor and just super slick, and you think you're shooting an 8, and all of a sudden that thing keeps going, and you see you kitchen yourself. So with these being a little bit more closer to what we're used to speed-wise from Brooklyn and maybe playing in St. Pete, I'm hoping that Missy is able to adjust pretty quickly and, represent the United States and Brooklyn really well here in this exhibition match. Man, I can't get over how nice this club is here. All right, so that, she looked like she was going for the bump there, and it kind of curved to the right a little bit. I should be paying a little bit closer attention to this drift, but instead I'm just chilling and chatting with you guys. So let me rearrange myself a little bit here. Yeah, that was she definitely seems to have the speed down perfectly. I'm also trying to whisper into the microphone a little bit. This is a very quiet culture in Japan. If you haven't been before, no one's talking on the subways. No one's really talking in the restaurant. Our first night we were dining out, and I laughed at something Missy said, and like 2 people turned around and stared at me. So that should be interesting too. I don't expect to see a lot of celebrating. You go down to Florida, and you see people self-kitchening accidentally and just screaming out loud. I don't think we're going to get a lot of that here. But who knows? Maybe we will. All right, Missy looking pretty good. She got an 8, tried to kitchen it, tried to finish with a 10, got pretty close. So she looks like she's adjusting real well. We have someone judging the court. I think it's the person I'm playing against, and apparently he's very strict at the line calls. Yeah, so Missy with a nice 8. So now she's probably, looks like maybe she's trying to kitchen this one. Now going for that 10, so trying to figure out that drift for the 10. I like to do that. And now she's probably going down her own side. Going down her own side. That one curved right maybe a little bit. She looks like she has the speed down really well, though. And then that last one going, comes up a little short. The other thing, too, that we're going to have to deal with here is this wind. As the umbrella blocking the sun just blew inside out. But when you play in windy conditions, you get something that happens where the beads can blow off the court, so it can kind of create these like fast spots and slow spots on the court. And not only that, but the wind can affect the discs too, and push them a little bit to the left or a little bit to the right, or a little bit deep or shallow too. So it's going to be kind of interesting to see when these gusts do happen, if they make it hard for these players to get the kind of finesse that they want. Wow, it looks like from yellow, everything's curving right. So maybe black looks maybe a little bit more true, but yellow, it looks like when you go cross court, it curves to the right a little bit. And that shot was a good 7, so she nailed that one. All right, so I think we're about to start it off here. Yeah, I think it's good. Thank you. All right, frame 1. Yellow's out first. I think we're going to do yellow, black as the sequence, so a nice little round of applause. This is going to be really fun. All right, yellow going for kind of a St. Pete, but it's super, super wide. I wonder if she's trying to see what Missy does. Like, is Missy the kind of player that's going to clear or not? That could have been a test, I think. Ooh, and Missy with a nice little roll, trying to get a St. Pete of her own. I kind of like that. Not clearing hard, trying to be respectful. And then I'm expecting a better St. Pete now, which she delivers. Still pretty wide. Yeah, it's interesting. Those are definitely some wide St. Pete's. Not giving her a lot of space to hide behind if she does get a chance to use it. And Missy rolls that beautifully into a Tampa for herself. So yellow has an interesting choice now. Clear out that Tampa. Oh, she's going on the board on the left. Trying to get a half-hidden disc. That's on the line. Excellent etiquette. She dropped her tang and she waited for the yellow disc to stop before picking up her tang. People are definitely sticklers about that. Okay, so Missy's going to probably get rid of this yellow disc and maybe try to roll hers to the right behind that Tampa there. Let's see. Doesn't get the roll. Instead, she sticks it. And yellow has a pretty good kitchen opportunity here in frame 1. This could be huge if she can get it. Oh, she does not get the kitchen. She rolls to the right, a 7. I think there is space to fit the black disc, but I'm not sure. All right, so Missy's starting from the 4 spot. I don't know the drift on this edge of the court here, so we'll see. Let's see if she can hit it straight on. She's probably not going for the kitchen just because it's early. She's probably just focusing on that 7. Yeah, shoots it hard. And, oh, she got the kitchen. Wow. That is cold-blooded. Flying in from overseas at first frame, scoring 17 points. That is unreal. I didn't think she was going to go for that kitchen. I wonder if she gave it kitchen plus and ended up getting the kitchen. I got to ask her after the match if she was intentionally trying to kitchen that. You know, she was definitely intentionally trying to kitchen that, making a statement in frame 1. Better not leave anything on the board for me. I will kitchen it with ease because that's how we do it in Brooklyn, baby. All right, Missy with a really good St. Pete. And an excellent clear, a nice hard clear. So that kind of gives Missy the green light to clear hard as well on her hammers. And Missy with another St. Pete that looks textbook perfect. I actually really like my St. Pete's high up like that. The perfect spot is a little bit deeper at the distance of the tip of the 10, but I kind of like them when they're a little bit high. It gives you a little bit more room to hide behind and play with, especially early in the match where you don't have your speed perfect. Ooh, and then Missy throwing a really deep St. Pete. This is interesting. So yellow being down 17. I'll be curious if she clears it or not. Yeah, she clears it. Leaves herself not on. Yeah, really, really nice clear. And then Missy for the final shot. She's just blocking it up. That is a really great block because when yellow was shooting to the right side of the court from this spot, it was curving right. So she's basically hoping that she misses to the right because of the drift, but she gets it. She gets a good 8. Nice 8. Almost stuck that line, but line judge calling it in. And we got a match right now. I'm glad she made that. It kept the game kind of close. So we got a 9-point lead for Missy, 7 to -2. Also appreciate the very thick lines on the scoreboard for them writing down the speed. That's something that people in Brooklyn do not do well enough. But I could see that crystal clear. I don't even need to take notes on the score myself. All right, that is a better St. Pete. So Missy probably just continuing with the clearing game, trying to, nice clear, just trying to keep it clear, score the hammer, grow this lead back to double digits. And with these courts being beaded, I think Missy's going to have a nice advantage here. That's one thing that we have in Brooklyn is that we have to clear super hard because there's no beads on the court. Oh, I spoke too soon. Missy sticks it. I was just going on about how easy it is for us to clear because we're used to blasting discs. And Missy sticks it clear. So now yellow has a hide attempt behind that black disc. Looks pretty good. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, it came up short on the line. That was really, really nice, though. The left-right angle was perfect. Oh, man, so everyone pretty much stopped playing to watch this match, by the way, here. We got a nice crowd of 15. All right, Missy clears out the St. Pete. I don't mind that. Actually, I think that's probably the right shot. That's probably what I would do, too. So yellow's going to go for a bump. If she gets it, Missy's in trouble. But if she doesn't, and she doesn't get it, so now Missy clearing that St. Pete out. Definitely the right move there because yellow missed the bump. And now Missy has a wide open hammer down the left side, it looks like. Let's see. Keep going, baby. Keep going. Oh, she sticks the line. Sticks that 10-7 line. Oh, man. Well, she's still up 9. But yellow's feeling good now. Yellow scores a hammer here and brings the game closer to even as we go into frame 4 of 16. These are some really nice scoreboards they have here. I've never seen these before. Where they kind of go to the right and then 8 frames worth of space on the top and then 8 frame on the bottom. These are really nice. All right, Missy with the nice St. Pete. Really nice clear from yellow, getting off the board. So Missy's rocking the black bucket hat right now. It is almost 80 degrees out and sunny right now in beautiful Japan. We've had excellent weather all week, high 70s and sunny. But I'm kind of wondering if that bucket hat might cause her some problems in the back half of this match. She wants to keep it on. Hair might get a little sweaty, might not want to take it off. But when you're wearing all black, like I'm doing right now, and you're in the heat like this, that could potentially wear her down a little bit. Ooh, all right, yellow missed the drift. And just like last frame, there is a opportunity for a hide behind a St. Pete. And you don't want to overshoot it and kitchen yourself because she's up, she has the advantage. But getting this would really shift the power down. Oh, that's hard. Oh, she clips the block. Probably good that she clipped the block. That looked kind of hard. I mean, you wanted to get that to shift the balance of power back in your favor, but... Oh, she hits the 10-8 line. All right, so that's karma, I guess, balancing itself out. And after 4 frames, we have 7 for Missy and -2 for Atsue. You can tell this is going to be a good match. They're both clearing pretty well. Only missed once so far after 4 frames. Consistent with the hammers. Getting a little unlucky, both of them with the 10-8 line. But they seem like kind of mirror images of each other as players. Both playing the same style. Both doing it with similar levels of finesse so far. All right, so Missy cleared that on the inside, and that rolled to a kind of nice St. Pete for her, and that could lead to an interesting frame here. As yellow puts a 10 on, kind of maybe was trying to fill in that side on the left, but she ends up with the 10. And now Missy gets to choose whether she wants to go for the kitchen here or just keep it blocked up. Yeah, she shoots it hard, opting to keep that board kind of clogged up in a way that benefits her. Ooh, that was a good 10. So now Atsue down 9. Potentially can go for a kitchen shot here. Because there's nothing you can really do to hide. So I think the kitchen is probably the shot. She's going for the kitchen shot. Doesn't get it. I think maybe she was just trying to roll that yellow disc to the left behind that black one, which is a really, really hard shot. And now Missy looks like she's going for the hide. She has to get a 7 here for it to be hidden. So this is kind of risky. And it's coming in really nicely. Ooh, we got a little applause from court 9 spectator in the pink hat. So yellow really has a hard shot here. Looks pretty good. Gets it out. And she misses the kitchen. Really nice shot. Wow, that was 2 really nice shots here. And Missy has the hammer. She's starting from the outside. I think she's going to take the same line that she just took. And I hear some chatter, probably people wondering what the heck she's doing. But in Brooklyn, we like shooting from that 4 spot, and we like consistency as Missy gets the 8. That's what I do all the time. If I just made a shot like Missy did with that hide where she got the 7, and then on the next shot, why not go for the exact same shot you just took? It's the same line, so you know what the drift is. It's the same roughly amount of beads in that spot, the same like drift. So you just sort of repeat what you did the prior shot, and you have a much higher chance of getting it versus going down the right, and then you're not exactly sure what's going on with the speed over there or the drift. So Missy with a really impressive frame. Ended up with 8, and she has extended the lead up to 17. But yellow has an extra hammer here in this frame, so let's see if she can keep keeping it clear. And she gets a nice clear, kind of rolls it to a St. Pete, but it's a wide St. Pete. If I'm Missy, I'm probably throwing up a St. Pete on the left. Like, if she wants to try to hide behind that, she can. That's so far off to the side. Missy's thinking about it, though. She maybe wants to play conservative and clear that. Yeah, she switched it up. She's going for the clear. Oh, that's good. That's good. And yellow gives Missy a tampa to hide behind. And Missy has a choice, either hide behind that tampa or block the left side. And she's winning by quite a bit, so I think blocking the left side probably makes sense. Makes the hammer really difficult, and that was a beautiful, beautiful block. So now yellow's taking a little bit of time. That means that it's a hard shot. Anytime your opponent kind of takes an extra second. So she's going down the right, and she comes up. Oh, got it. Just narrowly missed that sideline. Beautiful hammer. All right, so we got 15 for Missy and 6 for yellow. So 6 yellow, 15 black, 9-point game after 6 frames. Really, really good match here. So that's the kind of thing where people aren't really sure what to do in that situation, where Missy could have hid down the right, but this isn't her home club, you know what I mean? So she's still not, she's playing great, but she's not 100% confident in the power you need to score, especially a 7 if you're trying to hide behind that Tampa. So she opted to kind of block the left and just make yellow's hammer hard. If she did go for the Tampa, she could have kitchened herself possibly, and then she could have also not had it be hidden, and then yellow has a kitchen attempt. So even though yellow scored their hammer last frame, I still think that block up the board, given the circumstances with Missy ahead, was probably the better shot. There's just limited downside risk to if the frame doesn't go your way. And with being up 17 at the time, you're kind of more in the mindset of protecting your lead, versus if the score's even or if you're down, you could definitely make a much stronger case for trying to hide behind that yellow. So Missy playing smart, yellow got the hammer, but it was close to hitting that sideline. So I still think it was a strong frame for Missy. So Missy's keeping it clear successfully, as we do in Brooklyn. I think she's only missed one clear so far this match, so that's definitely a huge win. And yellow's going for the high 8. I like the switch, being down 9 to, instead of blocking up the board, going for that high 8. But she blocked the right side, and Missy's last hammer was on the left side, so she basically just gives Missy the same type of shot that she just had 2 in a row, and Missy gets it. Really nice. I think if we're going for that high 8, yellow probably should have went on the left side of the board, make Missy shoot a hammer down the right side, which she hasn't really done yet. But, you know, you can't really stop someone from scoring a hammer. That's why they call it the hammer. You have the last shot, a huge advantage. As it's getting a little windy here. All right, so Missy with a really nice St. Pete again. Extended the lead up to 17 with that 8, so she's feeling good. And yellow with a really nice roll. Cleared the St. Pete out and rolled it to the right to be a really nice St. Pete of her own. And Missy's going for the clear. Smart shot, keeps it clear. Thinking to herself, the worst thing I can do is try to block up, miss, and give my opponent a hide opportunity. And then yellow does something that doesn't really look like anything. It's just on the right on the sideline, but that's a good strategic shot to potentially trick Missy into leaving it there, because it doesn't look like anything, and then yellow has a bump opportunity. So I kind of like that strategy from yellow, but Missy's too smart for that. She keeps it clear. And now yellow, I think, is trying to go on the board. Doesn't get it. And yeah, it doesn't give Missy anything to hide behind, so she's just going to block it up. Really nice block. So yellow has that cross-court alley. That line is open, but it's a little bit more narrow than if that yellow wasn't there. So it's not the easiest shot in the world. But it's definitely gettable. And that looks pretty good. Oh, man. Almost. Sticks that 10-8 line again. That's pretty unlucky. So Missy's up 17 now after the 8. And now they switch. So far, a really good game. Kind of an unfortunate sticking that 10-8 line on the last shot from Atsue. But yeah, it's still kind of anyone's game, being a 17-point difference after 8. Yeah, that last shot of Missy's where she blocked the left side, even though it didn't really block up the whole board, I still think that's smarter than going for a high 8. There's some players in Brooklyn that will kind of go for that high 8 every time, or high 10 every time when they don't have the hammer. But if you accidentally shoot that deep, you're basically just giving your opponent a kitchen opportunity. And with Missy being up 17, if she, say, went for a high 8, shot a deep 8, and got kitchened, she would have been, instead of up, she'd be losing by 1. So that blocking the left, even though it didn't really stop yellow's opportunity from scoring a hammer, it avoided all potential for getting kitchened and yellow scoring a two-score frame. So really nice. Also with Missy's practice shots, it kind of looked like all four of them were pretty short. So I'm sort of wondering if the yellow discs are maybe a little bit slower than the black discs. But that will be yet to be determined. Also wondering if maybe there's some dead spot with respect to the beads kind of at that 10-8 line, as we saw three players stick that line. So yeah, it could be a lot of different things going on. Really nice warm-up from Black, though. Atsue seems really dialed in with those four practice shots as compared to Missy's, where all four of them were too short. So definitely going to be interesting to see if this color switch advantages Black. Also, if Black's able to adjust more quickly to the speed. Ooh, look at that. Going down the alley and scoring a 7 on the practice shot. That is a sign that Black is feeling it right now. And they're practicing those 7s. I wouldn't be surprised if down 17, if Black switches to a kitchen game, and if that's what they're practicing right now is that deep part of the court. What does it feel like to shoot a 7? Because that's what I'm going to be doing for kitchen bait. That's my guess as to what Black's doing right now with their warm-ups. But we'll see. She hasn't been playing the kitchen game thus far, even though she's been down. But I wonder if missing that last hammer has sort of shifted the calculus in her head. Ooh, I just got a delicious Boss Coffee Farm iced coffee delivered to me with the Suntory guy on the label. I haven't seen this. So they have something like 3 million vending machines in this city, I heard. It is unreal how many vending machines there are. And I've been loving it. We've been drinking this kind of like, it's called Ion Water. I think it's kind of like a sports drink. It's called Pocari Sweat. So yeah, we've been, bouncing around, doing the bar thing, taking the subway around. And when you're drinking a lot, you got to get that Pocari Sweat. Get those electrolytes replenished. Stay hydrated, y'all. Pocari Sweat. It's actually kind of delicious. And there was a different energy drink, too, made by Kieran that tasted exactly the same. So I think they just, all decided that there is one flavor of sports drink that should exist. And in my opinion, they kind of nailed it. Yeah, this one's called Kieran Loves Sports. I don't know. I think if I had to choose, I'd go with Pocari Sweat. Oh, they're rebeating. So they're rebeating the court, which they probably should have done before the practice shots. This is going to be really interesting. Because they just took practice shots. So they're like, oh, I know what a 7 feels like. I know what an 8 feels like. And now it's different. But, it is what it is. Missy's going to be probably in clearing mode anyway. So as long as she doesn't self-kitchen, she should be good. It's really Black that needs to hone in on the speed to get back in this game. But 17 points is, that's not much of a difference. So this first shot, Missy throwing of a St. Pete, will be a good test of how much those beads made a difference. And doesn't look like it made much of a difference. So that's good. Good sign for Missy. And Black not starting the kitchen game yet, which I kind of probably would do the same thing. Down 17, I'd probably just try to score my hammer here and then maybe play more aggressive off hammer. But that's what I like to do. I usually like to claw back from a deficit when it's not my hammer. So Missy comes up short on the St. Pete hide, probably worried about kitchening herself. Ooh, and Black tries to clear their own out and misses. And now Missy is going to go for a bump shot. Bump it right behind that black disc. Keep it nice and hidden. Looks pretty good. Oh, she gets the bump but leaves it exposed. So that's the challenge with playing aggressive and trying to get that bump, is now Black has a kitchen opportunity and a chance to claw back in this game. Looks all right. Ooh, a little deep on the kitchen. And Missy has a chance, a clear line at that 8. if I'm her, I don't go for the kitchen here. I just try to maybe stick the 8, but roll it right a teeny bit. That's what I would do. Shoot it hard, try to roll it right. Doesn't get the roll, doesn't get to stay in, but still probably a better shot than giving another kitchen opportunity to black. Missy limiting the damage just to potentially 8 points, and black gets the nice 8. Really, really nice hammer from black. So we got 14 yellow. No, sorry. Missy's yellow now. 23 yellow, 14 black. Missy's representing the United States and Brooklyn really well right now. Playing an excellent game. All right, black with St. Pete kind of close to the center line. Could be trying to maybe bait Missy into going down the alley. Could have also just missed a little bit. But it's pretty good. And Missy clears it nicely. So it should definitely be interesting to see if this game continues as it's been going, when Atsue flips that switch and starts playing the kitchen game. Because right now she's still sort of relying on Missy missing clears. But Missy's barely missed any clears. I think she just missed one of them. So this sort of strategy she's continuing with is not going to get her back in the game if Missy keeps clearing as well as she is. I'm not trying to jinx it, but... So let's see, Missy with another clear here, and she gets it, rolls it really nicely to a St. Pete on the right. And Atsue practiced this shot in her warm-ups, going down the alley and scoring a 7. Let's see if she goes for it. Yep, I called it. So she goes for it, and it just dies on her. Oh, that was moving so nicely, and it just... You could see it hit a slow patch. Yeah, but she practiced that. So practice it for a reason. And then Missy now with a hammer. Going down the left. Looks like it's fast. Oh, no. Got it. Woo! That looked fast. Little round of applause there. Everyone around here, around me, was like, what? That looked like it was going in the kitchen. And instead, she gets the hammer. Nice play by Missy. It is windy right now. So we are going into frame 10. Oh! I'm calling a 10-point penalty. Just kidding. That's not a 10-point penalty. So black, it was yellow. It was Missy's turn, but Missy, black's ready to get this comeback going, and started it a little prematurely. Glad she noticed though. That's the worst. Is what you don't notice. Deep St. Pete. So this is what I was talking about. When is black going to flip that switch? That is not a great St. Pete for Missy. So now might be the time for black. And black goes on the board, 10-8 line. Missy's going to clear it. Let's see if she can clear it entirely, though, with that other yellow there. Yep, nice shot. So black, either they went on the board there or they were trying to throw a Tampa and it went up long. Yeah, I think maybe they're going for a Tampa. Yeah, that's a nice Tampa. So this is where a lot of players will fill in to the right of that black disc. But then, like I've been playing this for 9 years now. If you do that, black's just going to bump their own in. So Missy keeping it clear is very much the smart shot there. A lot of newer players fall for that, where they're like, oh, I'll just keep blocking up the board by filling in that gap. But expert players, more experienced players, love the bump game. All right, so Missy just trying to block it up, almost bumps hers in. That was kind of a risky shot for Missy, but overall a smart one because she didn't want black to get 18 there. And black with the hammy. It's coming in. Another line. Oh, that is 3 lines on hammers for black versus 1 for Missy. And that explains this point differential that we're seeing here. These players are both playing really, really consistent. And, Missy's kitchen early on and the extra lines that Atsue has been hitting is the difference maker here so far. And still not going on the board yet. And as I discussed, I wonder when black is going to flip that switch and start trying to play the kitchen game. Missy's still clearing well. Because this is a frame where it's Missy's hammer. So if you're going to play aggressive, for me, this is when I would maybe do it. I'd be moving this around. I'd be trying to go for Tampas maybe, going for St. Pete's. Instead, she's just sort of giving Missy the same clear over and over again, which Missy almost sticks, but thankfully it rolled over to be a Tampa where black can't really hide behind that at all. So now black is going on the board on the right. And that is a good 8. And with Missy's second to last disc, she will most likely try to clear that black one out. Maybe try to roll her just to the left. No, she's just trying to clear it. Oh, but she sticks it. So now we have black's last disc. Kitchen opportunity. Down 16. Chance to get back in this game. This is what she's been waiting for. Looks pretty good. Oh, a little hard. Oh, man, she needed that. So now Missy with a wide open hammer and an opportunity to extend this lead to be above 20, which is that 3-score, 3-disc threshold. Missy's taking this cross court from the 4 spot. Oh, she's going down the alley. Interesting. And it dies. That really died. I wonder why she went down that alley. I wonder if she noticed something about fast spots, slow spots on the court, where she felt more confident down the alley. But that is an uncharacteristic miss from Missy and a blown opportunity to make this a 3-score lead. So the glimmer of hope is still there with 4 frames left for Atsue. All right, Missy with a short St. Pete. Still good placement, though. Way more she can do it than Atsue. Ooh, and she sticks it. So now this is where Missy's thinking about. She's up 16. There's only 4 frames left. Does she want to go for the hide here? Going for the hide, if she misses it, it's sort of just going for the hide kind of leaves a lot of... It creates more variability in the potential outcomes of this frame. Whereas Missy probably wants that to be a tighter variability. So she just extends this lead, but instead she comes up short. And now black can go down the alley, treat that like a Tampa, and score a disc, but it's not going for it. Keeping it clear. All right. That's interesting. So that rolled into a really nice Tampa for black. So now Missy needs to kind of fill in down that alley on the right. Oh, she's just clearing it. And she misses. Oh, so now she gives black an opportunity. So this is what I was talking about. Just Missy going for that hide has created a situation where black can score 2 discs this frame and claw back in it. That looks pretty good. Oh, clips it. Clips it, gets the 8. Missy will just be trying to clear this, and my suspicion is clear it with force. Do not give black the kitchen attempt on the next shot. Missy clears it not with force and gives black a big, juicy kitchen attempt. Big, juicy kitchen attempt. What am I saying? Gives black a really nice kitchen attempt on the hammer to take the lead. Oh, she drops the tang, and she misses it and leaves her in the 7. Oh, no. That is so unfortunate. That was a must-make shot to get back in the game and take the lead. And perhaps the pressure of that shot was too much. She missed it to the right, dropped the tang, and now Missy's up 23 with 3 frames left and an extra hammer. So now black definitely needs to be going on the board and playing the kitchen game. The switch has been flipped. Oh, that's a good 8 for the first disc. Missy with a really nice clear. Clearing machine. Missy the machine. I don't know. Missy needs a good nickname. Missy the Destroyer. I don't know. Leave some comments in the YouTube comments if you have any nickname suggestions for Missy. Missy with another clear. She said "uh-oh" out loud. She's laughing because I commented on that. Black with a really nice 8. Doing a fantastic job of moving that disc around, making it hard for Missy to feel comfortable clearing in a certain location. And Missy clears it on the outside really nicely. So black's last shot. Here you got to go maybe deep, high 8, high 10, high 7, deep 7. Something that is going to make Missy have a hard last hammer. Oh, she almost gets the high 8. Perfect placement, just a tiny bit to the left, and it's on that center line. And leaves Missy with a wide open hammer on the left. I mean, she almost self-kitchened last time with this. That one looks much better, though. And she gets it. Wow, nice shot. So consistent. Missy the Consistent. That's not a good nickname. All right, so we got 2 frames left, and Missy with a 31-point lead here. So black is running out of time. Missy in this one probably should throw off. She does not throw off. She throws a St. Pete that's pretty close to the center line. Black, if I'm black, you got to go down the alley here. You got to either go down the alley or go on the board on the left, and I think the alley shot's the right shot. Going on the left, there's no disc in the way to stop Missy from clearing it. All right, she's going on the left. I like the alley shot there because then if it's hidden, Missy clears her yellow out, and then you put your second disc on the board, and you basically get a free extra disc in play. Whereas just going on the board, Missy's just going to blast this because it's wide open. Really nice clear from Missy. And here's that alley shot I was talking about. Oh, it's coming in hot. Oh, through the back of the house. She's frustrated. I wonder too if the beads blowing around has something to do with the speed, the trouble getting a handle of the speed. So Missy tried to block to the outside, and she didn't really do it. There is another alley shot here, and I think it's the right shot. I think you got to go down the alley. She gets it. Let's go. Let's go. No? Oh, another line. That's the fourth line she stuck. That one wasn't on her hammer, but that same thing. Like if that was a 7, Missy would have been a little bit screwed. And Missy smartly, wisely blocking that split opportunity to just get an 8 and a 7 there. So black with a wide open hammer. Just try to get this lead a little bit less than it was. And she gets a 7. Nice 7. So we got 45 yellow, 21 black going into the final frame. Missy is going to blast all of these discs as hard as she can while still being respectful to the fact that we're playing on beaded courts and these things just like rocket when you clear them. All right, that looks like a good 7. So this is a 24-point game, but it's also Missy's hammer. So odds of Missy losing this are pretty low right now, but if she is going to lose it, that's how it starts, is giving black a kitchen opportunity. Black misses it to the right. That looks like just one black disc on the right scoring. So Missy clears that out, and then black will have another kitchen opportunity on that disc, yellow disc on the left. All right, so Missy sticks it. It's a high 7. So she needs to kitchen the one on the right is the shot here. Probably won't be able to score the disc that you're shooting, but you get that one. No, it curves left on her. Ah. 2. Missy clears that blackout, and it is very late to get over.
Uh-oh.
2, so that's game. And yellow has to, I mean, there's no capital in this side. She's just going to try to kitchen one of them, and she comes up short, and this is going to throw off, or she's going to drop the cherry. Drop the cherry because international salary and international relations. So you're not doing that. You're throwing off the board. Really, really fantastic match from Missy. Really excellent play from Atsue. You know, sticking that 10-8 line a couple times, hitting that 7-8 line a couple times. Just kind of an unlucky match for Atsue from Japan, but overall I think Missy played really, really incredibly well. Very consistent with her clears, very consistent with her hammers, and setting the tone early in frame 1 with that 17-point frame where she scored the 7 and kitchened it. That really sort of set the tone for the match and created a situation where Missy was playing with the lead the whole match, basically. So, thanks so much for watching Brooklyn Shuffleboard. I hope you enjoyed this. Missy with the peace sign. Missy Keiko of the Golden Tangs with the win. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. And catch you all on the flip side. Peace out.